Hi everyone, thank you all for joining. So my name is Lean, I'm the nutritionist at Forever Living, and today we're going to talk about a very important topic because a lot of you ask me what should I give to my kids if they want to lose weight or gain weight or just be healthy. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the nutrition, how to just make sure your kids are healthy, they're eating well, they're exercising, and we're going to also talk about the supplements that they can take and like the age, what age they can take it. Okay, so let's start, and then you can ask all your questions at the end. Okay, more people are still joining. Okay, so let's start with the introduction. So many children and families today have busy schedules. These make it hard to sit down to homemade meals every day. Many kids' diets involve a lot of convenience and takeout foods, but these foods can be unhealthy and harmful for the kids. Okay, so I know that now, like the life of the children is super fast, and sometimes you don't feel like cooking for them, so you just get something fast, like take out food, and but this can really harm your children. Okay, so try as much as you can to cook everything at home. This will make your child eat better. It will make him also have more vitamins, more minerals. They will not gain a lot of weight. They will also feel like they will enjoy, cooking with you, and they're gonna enjoy your food more. Okay, so as like from day one, if you can just to try to cook everything at home, it's much healthier for them. They can have also a negative effect on your child's health that I said, like the takeout food. And some of the problems unhealthy eating causes can continue into adulthood. If they eat every day, for example, takeout, or for example, let's say McDonald's or any fast food, and then they're gonna learn to love it, and then every day when they're gonna get like older, they're gonna eat it, and they're gonna get maybe obese, maybe they will have diabetes, maybe hypertension, so a lot of complication and disease. So it's very important to make sure that your kids develop into healthy eating and healthy cooking at home. Okay, so now healthful eating has many benefits for our children. So it can actually stabilize their energy. So if you cook at home, you give them fruits, you give them vegetables every day, it can actually stabilize their energy. It can improve their mind, especially at school. Okay, they can focus more, they can be more attentive, they can even out their moods. So sometimes you can feel like the kid is super hyper, sometimes he's super down, sometimes he's irritated. Okay, so it depends also on the food that you're giving him or her. So this is why it's very important to know and to see and exactly like what type of food you should give your children. Also, it will help them maintain a healthy weight. So if from day one or from their like childhood you start giving them healthy food, they will not, become obese or overweight. So it all depends on how you start like feeding them. Okay. Also, it helps prevent mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, and nowadays a lot of kids have also ADHD. I don't know if you've heard about this term. Um, so it basically they can't really focus. They're always, agitated. So all of this can actually be improved if you give your children healthy healthy food. Okay, so. This is just an introduction that why you should cook and why you should always give vitamins, minerals, make sure your kid is healthy. Because if you just like, if you from this day you neglect your kids, they might grow and get and have maybe diabetes, maybe hypertension, maybe other chronic diseases that you don't want your kids to have. All right, so let's now talk about how you can make small shifts to healthier foods. This is very important. This everyone should follow this table, even for people with with kids that are like low weight or underweight, and even obese kids. Okay, everyone should eat healthy. You can gain weight in a healthy way, and I will explain it in a bit. But this table is very important. So whole milk, try to give them low fat milk. Because actually it's like the calcium, the everything, all the vitamins are the same. They only just remove the fat from it. Okay. Now this one especially actually for kids who are obese. Now for underweight kids, it's fine if you keep the whole milk. Okay. Now soda is like, I'm really against soda. Okay, for all kids, you should never give them. Or of course, like sometimes if they're going out, if they have like takeout, they can have, but not every day. You know, like from time to time, it's fine. Everything in moderation is okay. But soda on a daily basis can be very harmful. Okay, so instead of soda, you can give them water or flavored sparkling water. What else? For white bread, you can give them instead whole wheat or whole grain bread. This is very important because it contains more fiber and it can make them actually feel fuller, and it's really good for their bowel movements. Okay, so don't give them just like normal white bread. Try to give them whole wheat, whole grain. It's more like it's healthier. Okay, and it's more nutritious. Now, ice cream, I know kids love ice cream, and it can be difficult for parents to say no for ice cream, and even like all type of candy and chips and all of that. I totally agree, but try to always find a healthier substitute that you can give. All right, so for example, instead of ice cream, you can make homemade smoothie. How can you make homemade smoothie? Sorry guys, just if you can mute yourselves. Okay. So how can you make a homemade smoothie? Sorry. So homemade smoothie, you can choose 2 fruits, 2 vegetables, and just blend them together with a bit of ice or a bit of honey. It's gonna be delicious and they're gonna love it. Okay, so this can be also instead of ice cream, and they can help you make it. That way they will feel happy, they will feel excited, and so yeah, I really advise you guys to try and cook with your children. That way they're gonna be healthier. So homemade smoothie can be, for example, you can choose 1 banana, 1 cucumber, 1 avocado, let's say, and strawberries or whatever, like 2 fruits, 1 vegetable, or 2 fruits, 2 vegetables, mix them with water, with ice, and they can just drink it as it is. Okay, you can also make it as an ice cream, like you can freeze it and then they can just eat it as an ice cream. Just please guys, make sure your phones are muted. Okay, everyone. I will mute everyone right now just to make sure. Here's some. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so that was, we were talking about the homemade smoothie. Okay, you can also make, as I said, homemade ice cream. Even you can make it from aloe vera if you didn't know. It's very nice. You can add a bit of aloe vera and then a bit of like fruits like raspberries and blueberries, and just freeze them in the freezer, and they can take it as an ice cream. That way they will get vitamins, minerals, and also you know, they will feel much better, and at least it's healthy. Now butter, try not to cook with butter, but try to cook with olive oil instead. It's much healthier. Also cream-based salad dressings or pasta sauce, try to make them like oil-based dressings or vegetable-based pasta sauce. It's going to be much healthier for your children. Especially, I'm talking like this, especially for people who are obese and or like overweight children. Okay. And potato chips, try to give them baked chips or not. You can always give them chips, but try to always find like better solution. Now, you know, like you can find a lot of healthier options in the supermarket. So now I just want to like add a small note for you guys, just for you to know. For exercise, all kids should exercise, okay? They should run outside, they should just be active. Don't let them sit all day just by, you know, playing on their iPad, on their phone. It's really bad for their eyesight. They're still very young and they need to experience the, you know, nature, to be with friends, to be active. They have to release that energy. It's very important. I know here it can be a bit hot sometimes, but the thing that you can do, you can maybe take them to a mall, maybe they can run a bit or walk. I know it's not the ideal place for kids, but you can always find an option, okay? So usually the exercise, they should like, I'm not talking about running or walking, but at least physical activity or being outside at least 30 minutes to 1 hour a day, okay? Just so that they don't gain weight, and that way they will burn fat, their metabolism is going to be high. Also try to find what they like to do. Maybe they like to swim, maybe they like to do some bicycles. So try to find their hobby and do it with them. That way they will be very like happy to work out. Okay, so this is regarding people who are overweight. Now let's talk about a bit about the kids who are underweight. Okay, so I know it can be very difficult for kids who don't eat well, who don't like food, to gain weight. I understand, I totally do. So this is why these kids, you need to focus mostly on supplements and like a bit of you can create their milkshake, more juices, more carbs. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some tips for people who are underweight. So what I would recommend is let them drink like juices, like orange juice or any type of juice that they like several times a day. For people who are obese or overweight, you should avoid drinking juices. So it's better to only drink water, okay? Now, also for people who are underweight, try to give them pasta, try to give them bread, potato. These are a bit high in carbs, and also it can help them, you know, gain more weight, high in carbs and high in calories, of course. And also try to add healthy fats like avocado, like some nuts. These will help them gain weight. Also, you can give them, now we're going to talk, of course, about the supplements from Forever Living, what supplements to give to help people gain weight and even to lose weight. And what else to, yeah, and they can also like eat if they want. So of course, try to always give them healthy options. I don't want them to gain weight and gain fat that they're gonna become unhealthy, you know, so don't give them lots of chocolate and candy. These are not very healthy. This is why you need to focus mostly on, give them smoothies, for example, with milk, whole fat milk, a bit of aloe bits and peaches. Now we're going to talk about a lot of honey if you can, because honey contains calories, and actually kids love honey. Okay, so let's focus on these things. Now, let's continue to the next slide. Things to consider, okay? How can you make your kid eat healthy, and how can they become healthier? Be a role model, first of all. So if you're eating fast food all day, of course they would want to eat like you know? But if you eat fruits, vegetables every day, you make your own lunch, they're gonna think that this is the norm, and they're gonna love to eat like you, okay? You are their role model. Also start them young. So from a very young age, it's always better to make them used to this, you know, healthy lifestyle. And as they grow older, it's going to become more difficult. Focus on an overall diet. So don't only, for example, tell them that you need to only take supplements. It's not going to work, okay? It's diet, nutrition, and also a bit of supplements. It's both together. Know what they should be eating. So try to do your own research. Try to see what is the healthier option for my kid. You know, I really advise you they should eat everything. They should eat carbs, protein, fats, fruits and vegetables, but as long as it's all healthy. Okay, so focus on, for example, fish is very healthy for kids, even everything that is not fried food. Okay, so try to cook everything in a healthy way. Now, don't force them to eat. So if they tell you I'm full, just understand this. okay? I know it can be difficult, especially for underweight kids, but still always listen to them. And then put limits on screen time, because a lot of kids, they forget to eat or they overeat when they're watching TV, or you know, they're just like on their phone, so it's not healthy. Whenever they're eating, you should remove all technology and TV aside. And lastly, set snack boundaries. So for example, you can tell them you can't remove snacks completely, you know, but you can tell them that they can have one piece of chocolate, for example, once a week if they're obese or overweight, okay? So you can see a routine, you can set a routine with your child depending on their weight, on their health, and then don't give them snacks every day, okay? So just make it a bit special so that they know that they can't have snacks every day. Or if you want to have snacks, of course, let it be healthy. For example, like carrots, like cucumbers, fruits, vegetables, they can have as much as they want every day, okay? So this is it for the introduction, the food. Now we're gonna move to the forever living products and what products can you give to children. Now, I want to talk about products in general. For a healthy child, you can give these 3 products, which are, the first one is of course the Aloe and peaches. I recommend every child to drink this, okay? It's amazing. It has so many vitamins, so many minerals, and also it has a good flavor, which is peach flavor. And in addition, you will find some vitamin A, and children are really like, they need vitamin A for their eyesight, as you know, because now it's all technology. So it's very important for their eyesight. It also has so many antioxidants, so it's gonna also boost their immunity. Okay, so the immune system is gonna be better, stronger. They won't get sick a lot. So it's just like it's a really nice drink that they can drink every day, and it doesn't contain a lot of calories. But the thing is, so for people who want to gain weight, I recommend drinking the Aloe and peaches several times a day. Okay, if you want to gain weight, you have to. Because I told you before, you have to give them a lot of juices, a lot of drinks, because they're not going to eat a lot. Their stomach is small. So focus on drinks for people who want to gain weight, for children who want to gain weight. But for healthy children and for children who are overweight or obese, just give them once Aloe and peaches. It's going to also help them with the digestion, with their vitamins and minerals. Okay, I hope it's clear. And this is the difference between overweight and underweight. Now, the second product that, of course, you should also give your children is Forever Kids. It's a multivitamin, and it contains so many important vitamins that kids should take every day. So some of the vitamins are like iron. Also, you will find a lot like vitamin C, several vitamins. Okay, so just like vitamin for every day for the overall health of the body. So they are formulated without artificial colors, which is very important, or preservatives. Okay, so kids can, it will not affect them in a bad way. And it is advised for children with over 4 years. They can take 4 tablets, but children aged between 2 and 4, they can take 2 tablets only. Okay, and less than 2, they don't need to take anything. Okay, they're still young. So, okay, more people are entering. Okay, so this is regarding Forever Kids. Now, this vitamin you can give it to anyone. So people who are healthy, people who are overweight, and people who are also underweight. Everyone should grow healthier and grow stronger, even regardless of your weight. Okay, they should all take this Forever Kids vitamin. Now, the Forever Bee honey. Okay, this is also a very important product to give to children. Forever Bee honey is considered to be pure and 100% natural honey, and it's a very good, like, quick energy source for any occasion. So it's good to give it, for example, in the morning before they go to school. They will be very energetic. Just for example, 1 tablespoon if you want, or you can add it on their fruit if they don't like it as it is. But just make sure for people who are, for children who are overweight, it's better to avoid giving them honey, or just give them a small a small teaspoon, because 1 tablespoon has 70 calories, okay? But for people who are underweight, like underweight children, you need to give honey as much as you can, because you know you want them to gain weight and they don't eat a lot. So just like give them 2 tablespoons, or if you can 3 of honey per day, it would be amazing, because they will have more calories throughout the day. Now, avoid honey if you are allergic to pollen. So make sure your kids are not allergic to pollen, and make sure also that less than 1 year old, you should not give them honey. Okay, always 1 year old and above and older. So these are the 3 products that are given to children, and as I said, as I mentioned, the age. Now, I want to mention one thing. You can also, because a lot of people ask me if we can give, for example, the absorbent C, because it's a vitamin C. So the thing is, you can, but you need to ask their doctor about the dosage. It depends on their age. It depends on if they're taking other supplements, and also they're not going to give you the full dosage like the adults. So for example, let's say absorbent C, the adult can take 3 tablets. The children, maybe they can take half a tablet or 1 tablet only. It depends, again, on the age, on the dosage, and you need to check with the doctors, okay? But as I said, vitamin C is not harmful for kids. Also, Arctic sea or omega-3, it's actually very healthy for kids, but this is why I did not add it, because as I said, it depends on each kid, it depends on each age, and they shouldn't take the dosage as the adult. And our products are all, like the supplements are all made for adults dosage. That's why it's just better to ask separately, you know. So the omega-3 usually, or the Arctic sea, usually we give 6 tablets to adults. And for children, of course, they don't need that much. So maybe they can have 1 tablet, or you can also check with the doctor. It depends on their age. Now, a very important also note here that you shouldn't give them tablets if they can't swallow, okay? Because the tablet is a bit big, okay? So make sure they can swallow it first, and don't like mash it, or just like open the omega-3. It's the Arctic sea, I mean. It will not help, okay? They should take it as it is when it's closed. All right, so this is it for the supplements. Also, I just wanted to add also for the light ultra shake. I know a lot, they always ask me, can we give light ultra shake for kids? And I always say no, because it has high levels of protein, okay? So, but again, like if you give a very, very small amount, depending on the age again, depending on everything, it will not harm them, you know, because this is just a protein shake with vitamins and milk and all. Just this is why I always just prefer to ask their doctors, okay, with the exact dosage, because it depends on each age. All right, so now if you, this is my email also, if you'd like to send me an email whenever. And now let's take your questions. I hope it was, you were able to learn new stuff. Okay, we have a question here that to highlight about kids with autism. It's highly appreciated. Now, this is very important. Kids with autism can also take all the supplements that I mentioned, but you know, like you need to always check with the doctor as well. So just make sure you're checking with the doctor what they need, and because like at the end of the day, their body is like, they're gonna grow the same, but the autism is like, they say it's related to the brain more. So this is why. Okay, show up my email again, sure. Please go ahead and ask your questions by chat. It would be much easier. So if you can just chat and let me know if you have any questions about what I said, and just please make sure everyone is muted. Tomorrow I will also do the same presentation but in Arabic. What do you mean anything other than forever kids? So I said here they can take Aloe and peaches, they can take the forever kids, and they can take the bee, the honey bee. So we have a question here. Can we give a milkshake like the Light Ultra to 4 and 5 years old kids? I mentioned this before, no, actually. So I don't recommend giving the Light Ultra because it has high level of protein. Guys, please just make sure everyone is muted. Okay, I don't recommend giving the shake for small kids. Okay, or if you want, you can give a very, very, very small amount, not more. And you should always just check with the doctor first. We have a question. What can be given to kids that got problem going to washroom often because of digestion problem? So Jay, you can give them the aloe bits and peaches or the aloe berry nectar also. It can help them with the digestion. Can a 6-year-old girl take aloe berry nectar? I prefer that she takes the aloe bits and peaches, but of course, like if she wants to take the aloe berry nectar, she can, but in small amounts. Minimum age of kids to give light ultra shake. So as I said, also I recommend giving it to 12 years and above. This is the normal for the normal dose, like which is one spoon. What about girls in teenage years for aloe berry nectar for period regulation? Yes, definitely you can give them the aloe berry nectar, and you can also give them vitalized women. It can actually help with their hormones. Another question, if we can give fields of greens to kids, I don't recommend also because they're young. I told you guys, if they want to lose weight or if it's better not to give them lots of supplements. Just let them eat well, eat healthy, and let them exercise. But for underweight that want to gain weight, I told you what to give them, just the aloe bits and peaches, the honey, and the kids. The fields of greens is just like, I prefer to give it to adults more. Okay, so we have a question, if we can give the aloe bits and peaches, what is the dosage of aloe bits and peaches? So the dosage is, so for kids or in general, usually it's like for kids, like I recommend 15 to 30 milliliters once or twice a day. Okay, so this is a good dosage. Can we use ultra shake for underweight? I said just from the age of 12 years and above. If you want to give shake, you can give maybe a very small amount for kids, not more. The aloe berry nectar for kids is, yeah, you can give around also 15 to 30 milliliters once or twice a day. Another question, I heard that honey alone should not give to underweight kids. We have to mix with butter, cream, etc. and breakfast. I don't think it's a myth or fact. No, honey, you can give it as it is if the kids like it, or you can also put it on their fruits, for example, or even in a milkshake if you want to make them a milkshake. But you can give it alone, it's fine. For bloating, what can we give to kids? Just give them the aloe bits and peaches. It helps with the digestion. Minimum age to give for to Arctic Sea. So as I said, Arctic Sea also from 12 years and above. But if you can ask your doctor, you can give to small children, okay? But they need to check the dosage exactly, okay? So as long as they can swallow a pill, then it's okay. You can give them one. Just make sure that they can swallow. Okay, just another question. So another product for period regulation in early teen. So I recommend the berry nectar, the vitalized women. These are the most important for teenagers. Don't give them a lot of things. Just focus on these two. Is it possible to give the vitamin to children throughout the year? Yes, of course. For whitening the complexion, what should be suggested products? So you can give EpiBlank, R3 factor is also good, scrub, and just always moisturize and use the sunscreen. Diabetic issues in kids, can we give bits and peaches? So for diabetes, I don't recommend giving bits and peaches because it has a bit of sugar, but you can give maybe a very small amount, like 5 milliliter only, okay? But I don't recommend it because they have maybe type 1 diabetes and they're taking insulin and all, so it's better not. But if their glucose level is stable and it's not going up and down, then yes, you can. Just make sure it depends on the sugar. Okay, can Forever Living product help with eczema? Just a second. And dry skin in children age 10 and below, and what products can we use? Yes, of course. So you can use the allopropolis cream, the jelly, okay? These are for eczema, and to clean their stomach, as I said, aloe bits and peaches, okay? It's the best for kids. Regarding, okay, so someone wrote to me that I had an experience of the honey and you got sugar crystals in the bottle. So it's actually normal because it's pure, just we get it as it is, and then it can condense the sugar together and they can form crystals. So just like don't eat them or avoid them, but the honey as itself is very nutritious and very important. Can ultralight shake be given to diabetics? So this is also a question that it depends. Okay, so if their sugar is well maintained, you can give them, but with water only. But if their sugar is going up and down, it's better to avoid because it also contains a bit of sugar. Okay, so it depends. But usually yes, you can give them, but make sure that their sugar is well maintained. RG can also be given to diabetics. Yes, you can give RG to diabetics, but also, as I said, everything related to diabetics, make sure that their sugar is stable. If it's going up and down every day, just don't give them any like drinks or shakes, okay? It will make it worse. If it's stable, then they can take the drinks and it's fine. Pure honey don't have sugar in it. Okay, I mean, like you can send an email to customer service. I'm not customer service. I'm just here as a nutritionist to answer your questions. Okay, so you can just send your comment to customer service. Do we have any supplements for blemishes? So for blemishes, yes, you can just use also EpiBlank. It's really good, or even the Illuminating Sonia. I really recommend it. So we have a question here. You said 1 tablespoon, 70 calories. How about sugar, 1 tablespoon calorie? 1 tablespoon, what do you mean? Just, yeah, I said that for the bee honey, 1 tablespoon contains 70 calories. This is the bee. This is the honey, I mean, in the calories of the honey. Can we give RG to 10 years old? No, because it contains L-arginine. So it should be given like 14 and above. If a person is pre-diabetic and also hormonal issues, so we should recommend berry nectar or yellow drink. So if pre-diabetic, you can give the yellow and also give the vitalized woman. Arctic sea dosage for 4-year kids. So they're very young at this age to give Arctic sea, but if they can swallow the pill, you can give them, okay? You can give them 1. Just make sure they can swallow it because it's a bit big for them. Just don't open it. Don't open the tablet. What does our supplement making process called? If you can help us to know, as we say, our making supplements process different from others. So if you can just regarding this is a business question, and I'm here just to ask for the products, but you can say that our products are manufactured in our company, and we don't bring it from other. Everything is like all the aloe vera is from our manufacturer, and we make everything from our soil, and they're natural. We try to make as much as we can without preservatives, so we try to, you can focus on this mainly, and you can say that we have so many benefits, and we are the #1 aloe vera company in the world. If a person has thyroid, which supplement is good for her? So I talked about thyroid last time, so you can check if you want on YouTube. We have a whole presentation on thyroid, but I recommend taking the daily, the aloe vera gel, even Natureman is good. And if you want to burn fat, you can take Therm. We have a question, royal jelly for 9 years kid, can we give? No, you cannot. Everything that is B products, you shouldn't give for kids at that age because they might have allergies, or it's better to avoid it actually. Which supplement for wrinkle and for fair skin? So for wrinkle, I recommend the Infinite as it is. It's purely for wrinkles. So it's really good. Even do some masks, okay? Also add the alpha E factor because it's a serum. It's very good for wrinkles. And for fair skin, the Epi Blank or illuminating gel. Can we use aloe lotion for newborn babies, rashes, other skin problems? No, the aloe lotion should be used like from the age of like at least 2 years old and above, okay? Newborn are still very young. So just make sure, like check with their doctor. It's better, Some people, they will allow it, and some doctors, they will not. So it's better because we don't want to take any risk. If no allergy for royal jelly, can they take 1/4 of the tablet? I mean, I don't recommend, okay? I just recommend the tablets. Don't give a lot of tablets for kids. They're still very young. I don't know why you guys like to give tablets a lot for kids. Just give them the Forever Kids. It has all vitamins, and it's specially made for kids. Where is this presentation or the previous one are posted? Everything will be posted on YouTube. You can check the YouTube page. I want supplements for wrinkles. Already a person is using skincare. Sorry, I didn't understand the question. I'm giving my kids bee pollen and royal jelly. Check with doctor. Also, he said, okay, 4 years old and 7 years old. Okay, very good. If the doctor is advising it, then it's fine. Because it depends. Because the doctor is gonna check. It's gonna know the dose for each kid, and if they don't have any allergies. So this is why it's very good to talk with the kids doctor first, because here as a nutritionist, I cannot generalize for everyone to say yes, kids can take it, because in Dubai, the regulation is just to give these 3 products for children. And as I told you, like the vitamin C, the also Arctic Sea, you can give it if they can swallow it, okay? You can send the customer service for the YouTube, because now I don't have it here and I cannot get out of the presentation. But if you want, you can just write Forever Living Products Middle East HQ, okay, and you will find all the videos. Supplements for which can we give for anti-aging? So you can give the Infinite Complex. This is very important for anti-aging, and also even the Abeta Care is good and the Active HA, because it contains hyaluronic acid. Any other questions, guys? Before we end the presentation, thank you all for joining. Really, I hope it was nice, and I hope you guys learned new things. And of course, you can send me whenever you want if you have any question. I am here to help you. And this presentation will also be on YouTube. Okay, so I wish you guys to stay safe and to stay healthy and to take care of your children as well. Thank you all. Have a lovely afternoon.